For those folks who I've not had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Katie Hicks, and I'm the special assistant to the mayor. Unfortunately, he's not able to make it today. He actually had a family commitment, so he extends his apologies for not being able to attend today. But he would also like to extend his gratitude to everyone. I'm sorry, Aaron, I'm a little short. Hold on. I'm a short person, so I need to put the mic down so y'all can hear me. But he wanted to thank everyone for making this a special event, and I wanted to personally thank everyone for your gratitude to include me today. It is really an integral part that you guys play here for the city of Harrisburg, and we're greatly appreciative for everything that you do. Your dedication coming in and day out for the city of Harrisburg. And with that, I'd also like to thank you all for all of your service and your commitment, and to also extend you a very happy holidays for you and your family this holiday season. And looks forward to working with each of you in 2020. Thank you again for allowing me to join your lunch today.
Thank you so much.
Excuse me. Oh, there we go. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Wes Majors. I'm a member of Harrisburg City Council, and I have the distinct pleasure of chairing the Public Works Committee. Thank you again for allowing us to be here and share this time with you. As Katie said, and we all know, the Public Works and sanitation and things that you folks do, highways, everything, is the front line of the city of Harrisburg. You're the first people that a lot of people that live in the city have interaction with, and folks that come from outside the city meet. And I can say every time that I speak to people about Public Works, they have kind things to say. The only people that people have a little issue, not an issue with, but they're positive to see the impact that's starting to have is, our increased focus on codes enforcement and our enforcement on sanitation enforcement. We all know that if we're going to improve the city, it starts with how we look. So the partnerships that you've developed with community organizations to do cleanups, and then as well as the enforcement that we've been pursuing to increase the fines and penalties for people that are illegally dumping in our city, has played an integral role in what we do. I have the distinct pleasure of serving you all, and we advocate extremely hard to ensure that whatever you folks need in the budget is included, so that you can continue to help keep the city clean, but also bring in revenue to the city of Harrisburg. We have folks here that are, most people here have been my coaches, my friends, and people that I've interacted with throughout my entire life. So I am completely humbled and honored to be able to work with you all on a daily basis, and thank you for all the work that you do. Hope everyone has a happy holiday and can enjoy some time with family and friends. So thank you all again for all that you do.
Okay, keep this party moving and get y'all out of here. I know they say for the visitors here, our sanitation guys are eager to go, but know that they still on the clock, so they okay. So they ain't sweating too bad. Trust me when I tell you that. But no, all jokes aside, first of all, I want to just say thank God just for everybody that's here, because some of us not here. Unfortunately, for my family, the day was a terrible day. I ain't gonna say a terrible day, but it was a day 6 years ago that, I lost my sister, and my youngest sister is right here, and my mother is here with me. So, for us, it's, something that, all of us experienced in this room, but it's, bittersweet, for us. But again, I just thank God for my mom still here, and the rest of my siblings, and again, my extended family, which is Public Works. Again, you know how I feel about y'all. I know the type of work that you do, and we have a great team. It's just like any other family. You have your disagreements, just like in your real family. But again, when it's time for us to actually do the job that we're supposed to do, we do it, and we do it very well. Again, for 2019, we did some great things. We took on a obligation dealing with Stilton, July the 3rd, picking their trash up. And the guys who actually took part of that, because again, we picking the trash up down in Stilton the old-fashioned way. They don't have toddlers down there. We're in the process of doing all that, but they're able to put out 130 gallons of trash out there, and they got it out. They got the trash cans out there or sitting on the ground and what have you. And I just want to commend the guys who actually been a part of the team or anybody that been down in Stilton for the job that they did, because again, nothing but high praisers down there, because we went in there, did a job, and nothing that we expect from you anyway. But again, the buy-in, little grumblings or what have you. But I ain't paying none of that no mind. So, but for the most part, it was a buy-in, and I just tip my hat off to you. And again, for 2020, looking just for bigger and better things, because like I said, we had a great year. Great year. We had a real great year. And I want y'all, give yourself a round of applause. You had a great year. Yeah. For me, bittersweet again, because, I got one more of these, but it's just been a pleasure to be in the public works director, and like for some of y'all that's been here 20 plus, I work right alongside y'all, doing recycling and trash. So we've done a lot of things together. I mean, we came a long ways, from the incinerator where we was at to now. We got things in place. We got new equipment, like we got our own container truck now, and we actually putting containers out there now. We're in the container business, so we moving in the right direction. And I just want to give thanks to the administration for believing in us, and also city council, because again, they was talking about outsourcing us, and President of City Council, Ms. Wanda Williams, happened to be sitting here. Again, if it wasn't for her and Sonia Reed, we'd have been, outsourced. It would have been privatized. So I want you to give her a round of applause, because that's who saved your job. There's a lot of people that really, believed in us. And like I said, we do a great job. We do a great job. And what we do is very essential. It's very essential. You can't function without picking up that trash. It's much needed. So again, I want to commend everybody that works for Public Works, because we do a great job. We really do. And again, I can't thank you enough for letting me be, your public works director and support me, because without your support, me and Dave is just, we going through the motion for real. But we got some people that's out here, that believe in us, and y'all, support us, And my favorite quotes is my military background, military leadership is one of the 11 principles. The first, that's principle 7 in this. And all throughout your life, if you do this, it just makes sense, especially if you talking about, going into management or being in a leadership role. It's just, the first one is, make sure the task is understood. Second one is supervised and accomplished. It's those 3 simple things. Make sure the task is understood, supervised, and accomplished. And I kind of like live by that. Because it's important. It's important for me to make sure that you do the things that you do, so we can make sure that we always got a job. You might not like it when I'm, come down on you, whatever, but it's for a reason. It's out of love. Ain't no disrespect. But when I'm done and pass the baton to Dave West, this should continue on. We shouldn't regress. We should always be moving forward, never backwards. So again, and the other one that I like, and we used to say that, I got some military guys out here, some veterans y'all know about in basic training, and that one was lead, follow. We would say something else, but in other words, get out the way. We would use another word that I'm very familiar with, you know what I mean? I cuss a lot in here, but yeah. But we would say something else, and it makes sense, lead, follow, because if you're not a part of the solution, get out of the way. You in the way, because we about, making things happen down here, These residents of the city of Harrisburg, they pay our salaries, and I say that all the time. We are actually customer service. That's who we are, and that's what we do, you know what I mean? So At this time, I got a few awards. I done went kind of like through the department. I had to make sure that I got everybody. So I pretty much went through the department. But before I go any further, there's a couple of people who just passed probation. I'm going to ask them to stand up. You don't be shy. You don't stand up. Okay, these are two of the new members. Yeah. Got Terrence Brown and Willie Shell. Yeah, two of the new members, which is doing an exceptional job. You know, all I ask you to do is just continue on doing what you're doing, you know. And then we got still got a couple of guys that's on probation. I'm gonna ask them to stand up. The young man that's in the North Carolina jacket, he's our, I want to say our poster child, because all these women out here, they looking at him, oh, who's that fine guy on the trash truck? They call him blowing my phone up. I say he married, leave him alone. But anyway, and we just been blessed. I mean, like in sanitation now, we got 33 people. We ain't had 33 people a day, but at least about 9 or 10 years. You know, it's a lot of people. So don't get no ideas about you calling off, you know what I mean? Because if we get to still splitting them routes, that's going to slow all that down. But nah, well, we've been blessed. Like I said, City Council and administration blessed us with, hiring. We got a full complement, man. Full complement. And we're looking to do bigger and better things. But again, I'm just going to go ahead and move on with these awards. Let me see here. I don't have them in order, so I'm just gonna call them up here. All right. Okay, so our first person that I'll give an award to is he works in sanitation, and he's been with us a little bit over a year, and that's Chris Allen. Chris is remarkable young man. He actually, I think he's the vice president out there, the SWAT Air Taggers out there with the little football league out there. He does a lot of community things, and also he's part of our Stilton crew.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, man.
Pleasure.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Jordan ain't here. Ambro's in here. Okay, this is one of our managers, a new manager. He's in traffic engineering. It was a great pickup, when the city hired him. I mean, since he's been here, he has done some things that's moving in the right direction, because as far as I'm concerned, this department needed that. We got all the handicap signs. I don't want to hear it. I know this is on Channel 20, so I want to hear the residents that we got all the handicap signs. We current with all the handicap signs. Let me just say that, which we haven't had that done in, I'm going to say, in years. So, again, I want to commend the traffic engineer team and, again, our new manager, Andrew. You come up here, please. All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, that was George. I'll be back up to you. Okay. Our next person from traffic engineer would be Jordan Turner, and he's actually off today, so I'll make sure that, because they're in the same building with us, I'll make sure that he get his award, though. Jordan been with us over a little bit over a year. Okay. Okay. And this last guy, this is a community award. We worked hand in hand with him, and especially, Howard Drayton, which is, Howard Drayton's our enforcement officer. And we have done some real good things because, like I said, we said this before, the way we met this person was we were trying to figure out who was putting all this trash over there in Allison Hill. We were like, man, they got mounds of trash everywhere, and we were trying to figure out, man, who's doing all this illegal dumping? But it actually has an individual who actually has thousands of youth that during the summer months and just basically just clean up the neighborhood. The thing that I really respect about this individual is that, he's not afraid of where he lives at. Some people come in the city of Harrisburg and they be afraid of where they live at, and they don't really believe in what they're doing. This person here, believes in what he's doing, and he really cares about, our people that's in the city of Harrisburg. And again, he gets straight A's with me with that. So at this time, I'm gonna call Tannen up here. This is Wild Hearts Ministry. Hey, thanks, man. Okay. This next person, he's getting ready to retire in January. Bill been with us, how many years you got, about 26? Yeah, right. Bill got about 26 years with us. You know, guy drives from Perry County, and this guy he never calls off. He's on the 3 o'clock in the morning shift, so that means he gotta get up about 1 o'clock, get down there. Always been steady, man. We work together, side by side, and he's throwing in the towel. He's retiring, and he deserves it. So this time, you come on up here, Bill.
Hey, Gary.
Turn around.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. Okay. All right, our last award. This guy here is, man, he wears several hats, and he saves the city a lot of money, man, he's our sustainability guy. Man, he really, he does a lot, that's all I can say. I can't even speak enough about him. I'm glad he's on board. Man, I'm talking about from this Stilton ordeal. Hey, he was on point with it, getting all the addresses and working with Rosemary and them with billing. Man, he's just been sensational. So at this time, I'm gonna call Chris up here. Chris Nee.
Should I still get a picture with him?
Huh? Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, so other than that, man, I will be out of the office effectively when I get off today. I won't see y'all till next year. Look at that don't make no sense. They sit up here clapping. Ain't that something? Now, that's too funny. So when I come back, Dave be ready to run out the door. So you know what I mean. Yeah, I'll be gone. I got to use my days. I sure ain't losing them. You know what I mean. So I'm gonna use my little bit of days. But I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. Be safe. And make sure the place is in one. Make sure it's still standing when I get back, please. All right. But other than that, you're free to go home. And hey, love Public Works, man. Y'all gonna take care of yourself. Thank you.